Is this working? Can you guys hear me? Check, check, check. Is this thing on? Sorry, I thought I was set up, but it was not set up. Oh, Freddie, hello, Justine. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Wait.
Hello.
Where do I need to put this? If I put it near my headphones, it makes my music turn off. You hear fine? Okay. Candy O, hello. Okay, I'm going to put it back here. Can you hear me if it's back here? Or is it weird? Let me know. How's everybody doing, by the way? Also, the Alexander might die. Why did I call it an Alexander? Because I read Alexander. Josh Alexander. I actually caught a live broadcast. The Mike might die. Mike's my brother. That was weird. How's everybody doing? Oh, it's good. Okay, good. Is it better if I put it on the front, or is it close enough that it doesn't matter? Because if I put it, if I need to put it in the front, I definitely will. I'm going to turn on the light here. We're going to be doing a painting now. The one that's on the wall there. I started it yesterday. Michael Madsen. I've been meaning to do this painting for a long time. A very long time. Not that I would necessarily had this in mind. I just had the, the dancing from Reservoir Dogs, right? Stuck in the middle with you. If you've seen the movie, then this will be very recognizable. If you haven't seen the movie, then perhaps you have no idea what the significance of this picture is. So let's see here. So I'm making a YouTube video of the painting process. I've been painting a few pictures, and I've been kind of, I don't know, going back and forth with things. I'm trying to get my next vlog. Well, I guess it's not a vlog, but my next video, my main video out. So in the meantime, I've just been doing painting stuff and filming those, and I'll put those out when I finish them. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to finish any of them. Well, I did finish one, actually. If you follow my Instagram, here, let me show it to you. You're seeing things backwards here on YouTube. It's mirrored. But this is one that I finished. I just filmed this in time-lapse. Or in time-lapse? Yeah, I think in time-lapse. I will put a video of this out at some point here. But yeah, pretty cool little painting of Puddle's Pity Party. And then I have a soup can. If you follow my Instagram, you'll have seen a tease of that one. I'm not really deep into that one yet. I'm getting a stencil made to do the next part. DKM, hello. Sound is a good picture, not so much. Ah, shoot. I honestly can't do much about the picture. Damn it. Sometimes it's okay, and most of the time it's not okay, and I don't know what to do about it. Sorry about that. Oh, tough girl. Catherine, hello. Put this Parched, hello. Put this on live chat. We're going to be doing... I have another phone here, which I'm filming the process with. So I will have a YouTube video. So if you can't see what's going on right now, don't worry. It'll come back in a video at some point. Yesterday, I did this while I was talking to my grandfather on the phone. And then when we hung up, I did this part with the... Spoiler alert, but he cut the guy's ear off in the scene. It's not this bloody. In fact, I don't think you see any blood at all. Actually, does he cut his whole head off? Yeah, a little graphic. I can't remember now for some reason. He definitely cuts his ear off. And he goes, "Can you hear that?" He's supposed to be kind of a psycho. Anyway, as I was painting this, I went a little big with his head and stuff, and I had to shrink things down, so it was a white background, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do this like this, but I ended up doing it anyway. I actually had no idea, but I put some white paint over some of this brownish black area in here, and it's created this cloud. I kind of wish I did that around his whole body, but I didn't before I did the red splatter. So we're probably going to erase basically all this red here. I like how it kind of comes over into the sleeve and stuff, but I wish it wasn't quite this much. So I kind of want it to be background. The actual background is, let me show you. I just took a screen grab from the movie. The actual back, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. They're in a house, like a garage. I haven't seen the movie in quite some time, like 2 years or so. So I kind of forget. So I don't want to paint all that detail in the background. I think it'll take away from the painting. So I'm just going to do like that color, like this greeny gray background color. I think it's kind of a greenish, like an olive green kind of deal. So I'm gonna, this gray here that I have in here, I don't know how easy that is to see, but I'm gonna keep doing that here, and then I'm gonna take some of the blood splatter away from the foreground there. I'm just gonna take a little video here. And then I'm gonna need some white. Let's splat some white here. This video is not going to be very long. It's going to be longer than a short, but not that long. It's going to be, and I'm not going to actually be able to monetize it because the music I'm going to use is not going to allow it. So I'm going to take some of this away here. And then I'll try to get the detail back in there. How's everybody doing on this Saturday, I want to say it is? Hope everyone's doing well. And I actually, gosh darn it, I actually went real thick in some places to get some texture in here. So this painting, I think I'm going to have a little more thick texture, so I'm going to lay it on quite thick here. I don't know how well that translates on the video you're watching, but, well, maybe not that thick. I kind of like that look. Kind of like when people do palette knife paintings, right? And they like, kind of like, oh, I'm still recording over here. Let me turn that off. Actually record up close. Here's some of this. There we go. I have this other tripod over here that I will be using at some points as well. You guys might even make a cameo in the video. I'll come back and record that in a minute. Usually when I'm filming the videos I'm doing, I don't record. I just record little snippets if it's a painting or things I think might be a cool transitional shot or whatever. You know, whatever. So I don't record the whole thing. I know some people. and then they just choose what they want. I can kind of just suss it. Okay, so obviously the white is kind of boring. I like to add pops of color, so I have blue in there and I have yellow in there and stuff. I think what I'm going to do, I want to put that gray in there. I'm going to be taking away, you know what, I do need to record this part. And you guys are going to be in the video a little bit. But I know I went a little heavy with this random color. I'm going to do a little bit of white first here. And it's going to be like kind of random. I don't know what style of art that is, where you kind of have a, I don't know what you'd call it, a fadeaway. Barbara, hello. Martha, hello. Getting my senior cat back to normal after all the loud fireworks yesterday. Ah, 4th of July. Independence Day, right? We had Canada Day a few days ago on the 1st, and lots of fireworks. Ava doesn't like fireworks, but all the rest of the dogs don't seem to mind, actually. You know, I'll cover that up and I'll just repaint it after. I suck at hands. So I'm going to do a wet on wet sort of idea. Up in here, I'll do some as well. Well, you know what? Now I'll make... I keep forgetting about this over here. Up this over here. We're going to need some green. I wish I had like a real shit green. We'll use this. This is light green, permanent. All right, we'll use a little bit of that, a little dab of that. And yellow. I have yellow here as well. Like that. And a little bit of black. I don't have any black on the palette. Let's get some black down there. A little bit of black. That way it'll be a little gray. And it really might not even be the right color. I might actually hate this. Let's get a little white in there, maybe. And a little bit more green. That's a weird color. Okay. I think I need it to be more, get some of this buff color in there. Maybe I like that a little more. I think I need a little more white in the mix. Not a big deal. that over there. It's so blurry. Dang, I wish it wasn't so blurry. I'm sorry. This phone, I wonder, this might make it worse, but here, let me do this for a quick second. Oh, come on. I just want to get this all rubbed in before I try something. I'm going to try to take you off of Wi-Fi. It might be too far away from the Wi-Fi zone. We might disappear, so give me a second here. Okay, how about now? I think this is working, and I'm seeing it like super clear. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I don't really like this too much here. It's too much green. So I'm going to actually put in some more white. I'll have to set up a shot over here so I can get a... So we can excuse the fact that I'm doing a lot off camera. I might even use some of this footage here in the video. Okay, I'm gonna go a lot more white, a lot more white. I wish I would have mixed that a little bit better. But accidents turn into accidental, or wait, that sounds stupid to say accidents twice. Accidents turn into happy, wait, mistakes are happy accidents. Isn't that what Bob Ross says? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you go through a process in your whatever you're making or whatever, you're like, oh, I did not mean to do that, but it turned out good. He's wearing a white shirt, and I want to contrast that because it just doesn't like pop out of the background because I made the background white. I almost always paint the background white to start with. I like it. I mean, many artists do this. I'm not paving the way for anyone or anything, but I like to paint the background or the whole canvas so that when we get to finishing touches, we don't have any bare canvas, which I hate. I hate bare canvas. It looks so bad. Some more of this green, put it over here. here. I wasn't necessarily going to keep the background white, but yeah, I do start off with that. Some of that out of there. Now, has anyone seen what I'm painting right now? Reservoir Dogs? See you later. What is that? Tough girl? Off to the gym. Okay. Wait, what happened in Texas? It is Michael Madsen, Sarah. Hello, Wendy. Still Amy says, ha, watching you while doing my dishes. Usually I'm watching you do dishes while I sew. Hey, there you go. I love how a part of your brain is always thinking about the cinematography. Yeah. What happened in Texas, though? There's a tornado or something? What does Texas get? Tornadoes, right? Ike is not here. I miss having Ike too. Ike. Who's Ike again? Mike and Ike? All the deaths and missing in Texas due to flooding. Oh shit, flooding, okay. Flash flood or something like that, or what? Or just rain, lots of rain, or what? Regardless, that's pretty tragic. That sucks. Grab a little bit of black here. Ooh, that was too much. Get a lot more white. Oh, you know what I should have done? It's the white. Here, let me grab a little bit of this yellow. Just a little bit of luminol. Oh, I kind of like that color. See, that's the color I think I wanted. But sometimes you don't know. Mary says, hello. Shout out to Dakota, too. I'm an old lady from Wisconsin with 4 grown sons. And for some weird reason, I just love you kids. Hey, there you go. Thank you. Flash flood. Okay. Okay, so no one has seen this movie then, hey? Well, this is a Quentin Tarantino film. I first saw it when I was, I don't know, 11 maybe? I don't know how old I was. And it was so boring. Definitely not a movie for kids, and not because of this scene. I mean, yeah, maybe that scene too. 11, it doesn't show anything super graphic, right? It doesn't show it. It just implies it, which I think, honestly, is kind of a little more fun for the, entertainment value. But, excuse me, it is like, I don't know what the term would be. It's a thinker of a movie. Not a thinker. It's not like you get tricked into anything. It's just, I don't know. It's just not for kids because it's kind of boring unless you like a lot of talking and not a lot of action. To me, it was very boring. But I watched it again a couple years ago, and I was like, heck yeah. That was a good movie. Now, Quentin Tarantino's films are all kind of like that. I haven't seen them all. I haven't seen the vampire one. I've seen Django. I've seen Inglourious Bastards. I've seen The Hateful Eight. The Hateful Eight, I didn't really like that one, but Dakota loved it. My brother Dakota. So I'm wondering if maybe I just I wasn't in the right, mood for what it was or something. So I kind of feel like I should give it another shot. We're going to go up here a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take a shot from back here. You guys are going to be in it again. Video, record. Okay, I've done a background like this before, so I'm thinking this will turn out about the same. I mean, I haven't done one like this before, but I've done one like this before, if you know what I mean. I've done something similar. Turn this off. Try not to record too much, so I don't take up so much space, so editing is easier. Okay. I kind of like that color. So if I look at my reference, the color is not that exactly, but it's kind of got like this pale, greeny, gray, almost blue as well in there. Kind of look to it. Oh, you know what I might do? Ooh, you know what I might do? Let me try something here. This might not work at all. It might not work at all. But what if I could spray paint it maybe? I have blue. This is almost empty. Oh, is this not blue? What color is this? This might be, oh, it's tan. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to keep this. Okay. You would think that this was blue, right? Okay, here's another one. Oh, it's white. Okay, I need blue. I need blue. That's yellow. That's green. Here's another one. This is green. I need blue. I need blue. Oh, here's a blue. This one's blue. Blue is like kind of almost a teal blue. Rest in peace to Mike Madsen. Too young. Yeah, totally. Mary says, amazing picture. Thank you. From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. Is it not a vampire one? I was not a fan of the Hateful Eight. Yeah, me neither. Okay, I bought it on your recommendation, but I haven't watched it. Maybe we'll watch it tonight. On my recommendation of this movie right here? I'm also an old lady from WI. Is that Wisconsin? Feel great, but feel a little older since the same age as Michael Madsen. Yeah, not that old, you know? I always think of Kill Bill. Which movie did you say? Yeah, Kill Bill, also good. Volume 1 and 2. Love the soundtrack to that movie. This one here. Yeah, he's singing along to and dancing to. Like, this is the scene where he's dancing. He's like, do you ever listen to, what does he say? Do you ever listen to Ricky's Wicked Tunes or something? I can't remember what the line is. I literally just said it yesterday for this video. Ricky's Wicked Tunes. One of my personal favorites. And he like tunes the radio. And then the song that the DJ goes, oh, so and so did a Bob Dylan-esque tune, and it goes like this or whatever. I can't remember what the actual lingo is, but and then it's stuck in the middle with you. I don't know how the whole song goes, but anyways, that's the song they're listening to. And actually, I had this idea. I had this thought of doing, you know, the lyric in there. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in them. I was thinking about trying to do a representation of that. Of course, he's facing this way, so if I put a joker here and a clown here, I think more people would not question it. However, he's singing, he's lip syncing / half singing the song while it's on the radio while he's doing his dance with he has a razor blade. I was thinking about doing something like that here. In fact, I actually think, now that I'm thinking about it, I might have brought this up once upon a time. Hold on a second. Who would it have been? I think I saw an artist do that, and I was like, damn, I wish I thought of that first. Oh, gosh darn it. What was his name? Give me 1 second here. Mike makes a mess, I think it is. I think. If you guys don't know Mike Makes a Mess on Instagram, give him a follow. This is my favorite painting by Mike Makes a Mess. I wanted to buy the original, but the original was already gone. So then I was like, oh, maybe I'll get a print. But then I just never did, unfortunately. I should, though. Okay, hold on. Let's see if... I think it was this artist who did this scene. He has him, like, dancing or whatever, and there's a clown and a joker next to him. If it's not him, it was someone else. Let me just scroll here for a little bit here. I like this style of art where it's like all super messy and like very loose. I just think that's so fun. Here's a Bert and Ernie. Let's see here. I don't necessarily want to copy anyone. I'm sure more than one person has done that concept, but maybe it wasn't this guy. I'm scrolling for quite a while here and I'm not seeing it. Of course, I could have missed it, perhaps. Yeah, I'm scrolling to like pictures I've never seen before. I don't think I followed this guy back this time. Of course, I don't really scroll on Instagram too often anymore. Or maybe I just missed them. Man, I'm certain I don't follow many people who do this style of art. I don't even know if I follow a second guy who does this style of art. But for some reason, I think oh, look at this Batman and Robin one. Heck yeah, I'm gonna like that. That's from 2018. That's so cool. I would love that piece. Yeah, I'm going all the way back to 2018. It must have been a different artist who did that. Although I was certain it was him. I think I would have sent it to my friend Jarrett. My friend Jarrett really likes Quentin Tarantino, especially likes this film. And I think I would have sent it to him. I probably would have been like, dude, look how clever this is. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to keep scrolling. I don't I don't think it's here. Scroll all the way back to the top. Let's see here. Maybe I missed it. I'll just go through just a little bit here. I don't remember when I would have seen it, but you watching me scroll is probably kind of boring, so. See you later, Catherine. Glenn! Healer Wheel. Stuck in the middle of the, okay. Jassy Joe says, now I gotta go listen to that song. I wish Josh and Dakota would only lip sync. Hey! I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. Yeah, dude, that's such a good song. If you guys missed the Just Joshing with Dakota episode, me and Dakota started singing in there. What a time. What a time. That was unplanned. I mean, maybe Dakota planned it because he started it. But that song, as soon as we heard it, there was actually other people in our class back in the day, like back grade 3. No, maybe grade 4. And they watched that movie as well. Like these sisters did. And they started singing it. So then we started singing it all the time until it got old. And then we kept singing it. And so that song, I just really like that song from back then. And I mean, that movie's old, right? That's from like the 50s or something. Or I don't know when that movie came out, actually. I have no idea. Okay, I'm scrolling through again slowly here, trying to keep a better eye out, and I'm not finding it. I thought it for sure it was this artist, but I don't remember the other artists that have the same style that I follow. That's kind of a bummer. But check out Mike Makes a Mess on Instagram. Pretty cool. If you like that style of art, of course. I know when I do looser styles of art, I always get a lot of criticism because it looks like it takes no skill, in which, it doesn't take that much skill, honestly. But to make a shitty picture, look kind of interesting, I think takes some skill. And that's what I try to do. Whether or not you like it or not is, up to you, of course. Okay, I'm not going to keep scrolling. I can't find it. I'm already back at am I back in 2018 again? Yeah, I'm back in 2018, so he doesn't make that many posts. Oh, you know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try this. I'm going to try, how do I do this? Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Bam. I'm going to see if I shared it to him. To Jarrett. I don't know how long ago it was. I just sent him a whole bunch of freaking memes. Okay, not here. Dang it, I didn't. Shoot. Okay, well, anyways, I think I saw a video or a picture of like a painting like this with a clown and a Joker. I wonder if I could Google that. Reservoir Dogs painting Joker and clown, Michael Madsen. Let's see, does that come up? It does not come up in the first few picture results. Dang it. I'm going to go Reservoir Dogs painting Joker and clown. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm thinking now. Hold on. No. I know which artist it was. Okay, I saw this right here. I think this is the cover. In the movie, for those of you, sorry, that is blowing out. There we go. In the movie, on the cover, there's this. They're not wearing different color shirts. This person just did that cleverly because in the movie they go by, Mr. whatever color, Mr. Pink, Mr. Blonde. I think this guy's Mr. Blonde. Is he Mr. Blonde? Does anyone remember? I can't remember for some reason. Mr. Orange and, all these different ones. Mr. White. Dude, if I didn't see that, I wouldn't have realized it. Yeah, he's Mr. Blonde. Right. I didn't know that MM was Virginia's brother. Michael Madsen was Virginia's brother. Hello, Andrea. How are you doing? Wait, are you the Andrea from... Are you the Andrea from Australia? I could get paid for cleaning up after him. Sarah, make that a YouTube channel. Mike makes a mess. Oh, I see. She says, or just come to my house after dinner to see Mike make a mess. Okay, hold on. Let me find this guy. Especially since I don't know his name. It's like LP something. Okay, LP. Okay, this guy did it. Okay, this is going to take forever to find, too. He does loose kind of paintings, too, but spray paint. I haven't been on here in a minute. I'm so glad I decided to Google that. I don't know why I want to show you this so bad. I just do. It's just so freaking cool. I just love art. I love all kinds of art, but I don't often like abstract art. For some reason, I just can't seem to give it a chance. Here it is. Come on. Oh, it's probably going to be a video. You should just watch the whole thing without sound. I did the ties, the different colors. See, look, he's got the Joker and the clown. That's so fantastic. Of course, you guys were seeing it backwards. I wish he would post, instead of just doing videos, I wish he would post just the stills. Just the actual paintings. Anyways, he did it so when you're looking at the picture, the Joker is on the left and the clown is on the right. But I think it's better if I were to do something like that, I would do it so like it's on his left. So Joker over here, clown over here. I don't know how I'm going to represent that. I probably won't do it, but some way I could do that in here. Okay, this still isn't dry, which is okay. Okay, blue. I have blue here. This might ruin what I just did. But let's see. Let's give it our best shot. I keep clogging up the cap, so we might not be able to use this can here. Oh, this can is F. The inside of this is messed up. I'm gonna have to grab a pick, okay? I'll be right back. Actually, you'll be able to hear me if I keep talking. Maybe it won't be so boring. Thank you guys for being here, by the way, checking out my art. If you would like to get a piece of art, please email me, orderfromjosh@gmail.com. I got lots of prints. I will have prints of this painting too. I hope to finish it today. Maybe not. Maybe not while we're hanging out, but at some point. Okay, here's a pic. Stick that in there. Oh, I don't want to mess up the Patreon giveaway piece of art, so I'll do it right here. Oh gosh. Yep. Yep. That definitely sprayed all over my hand, but just a little bit. I should have bent it. Okay, that's okay. Okay, I'm going to take this camera here, and I'm going to record. Oh, that's a picture. And record. That's good enough. Okay, I stuck this into there and it sprayed all over my hand. Sarah's got to go. See you later, Sarah. Karen says, oh, that's why I don't know. That's one of the many movies I haven't seen. Oh, you should see it. If you like Quentin Tarantino's other movies, you'll definitely like this one. Whoops. Hello, everyone from North Texas. Ann, hello. Hello, Karen. Ann. Andrea from England. Okay, different Andrea. What is the other Andrea's name? Wait, is her name even Andrea, who I'm thinking of? Oh, it still didn't work. Wait, is that because this is clogged? Let's try a different can. Oh, it's not working on here either. I think this is a different style. No, it's a different style. Ah, here we go. Okay. The hole is clogged a little bit. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's give it our best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Put a little blue in there. I wish the atomizer was a little smaller. Hold on, I think this is a little too clogged. Heck yeah. I accidentally put too much here, but I think it will be fine if I just adjust a little bit. I'm not a very good painter. Like, I think I make nice pictures. I say this all the time. But I don't really know how to make a picture. So I just screw it up all the time. This is probably not good to breathe in. So I always have to, like, go back and fix stuff. Yeah, I like that. You know what? I might do this. I forgot this was recording. Well, his crotch is blue. That's not what I wanted exactly, but that's okay. We'll paint over it again. Okay. I think that's enough blue in the green. Cool. Do a little bit up there in the corner. I'll go like this. Okay, that's good enough. Bam. I'm gonna go like this. Put this down here like this. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. I do like that. Okay, let's get a little bit more of this green in here. We'll mute this a little bit. Oh, there was a lot more on my hand than I thought there was. Shit. I didn't realize there was a glob on my hand, so that was too much. Oh, actually, that's probably from underneath. It wasn't dry yet. Let me get a little bit of green. I probably should have waited a little bit longer. Okay, let's do that again. Am I doing this wrong? Oh well if I am. You know what? I'm kind of glad I did that. See, that was an accident. But I like that weird splotchy, like, I don't know how well you can see that. Let me turn this around. I like that. It looks kind of like shitty warehouse, you know? Get here. Here I was thinking that I had someone at the butt of my hand, but really, I was just pulling some away. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the green on there first. That's okay. Okay, I gotta record that. I did that on purpose. Hold on, let's turn you around so I can see the comments. I did that on purpose, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Oh shit, it's not wet enough. Ah, neither is that. I can't do it again. There we go. Oh, that goes all the way down to the white. Yeah, actually, I don't want to make sure. I'm going to do this. Oh shit. Something like that, maybe. Okay, let's see. I'm going to check how much battery you guys have left. 51%, you're probably good. Renee! How you doing, Renee? I'm going to redo that a little bit. I don't want it to look like clouds. I want it to look like peely decay. You know what I mean? Okay. Need to like. What can I do? What can I do? I need like a. I need a piece of paper like this. Piece of paper. Yeah, I like that, I think. There we go. Where's that tan one I had? Excuse me. Tan. Is that this one? Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Just barely cleaning it out. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now we got to fix him up a little bit because he's kind of gotten like ghosted out because of all the overspray. So in his pants and stuff, I want to go back with. Oh, sorry, that probably rattled your ear there a little bit if you're wearing headphones. Forgot the microphone was there. By the way, the sound's all good still. My neighbors were shooting off major fireworks till 3 in the morning. Kind of bleary-eyed. Oh, Karen. Spending the day in the AC, knitting on a hat, waiting to put the barbecued ribs on for dinner. Oh, nice. West Virginia. Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountain. Real life is only on the trees in the mountain, blowing like a breeze. And some songs are just so freaking good, you know? Okay. I'm going to move you guys just a little bit so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. Jim! Not banned here, but we have a noise ordinance that no one pays attention to. Not supposed to let them off after 11 p.m. Oh. There we go. Get this nice dark black in there. Now the trick about finger painting, or the not the trick to do it, but the trick of it, I guess you would say, is, or what did I say? Whatever I said, I meant the trick of it is that you can get away with the detail not being quite there. You know, it kind of is better if it's not perfect because it just looks cool to have like all like the little. You can see the finger swipes in there. I'm trying to go a little heavy with some of the texture here, some of the paint lines. I said that earlier because I just want that. I just want it to like kind of pop off the canvas a little bit. I used to, when I would paint big, mostly just the face, I would just like splatter the crap out of it. But with these ones, I kind of have to be a little more detailed, which I like to do, but I kind of miss the way that I could just, if I wasn't painting a scene, but I was painting a portrait, I could be a little more like explosive, if you will, with the color. And I was inspired by David Garibaldi, the way he does his performance paintings. So I used to kind of not emulate him, but like kind of like lean on his style a bit. Of course, he's painting in like 7 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Me takes hours. Sometimes I can paint a picture quite quickly if I'm really in the groove, if I'm painting a person. I have many different styles of paintings too, so like some of them are just like, I'm just dripping paint, like that skeleton over there. You guys might have seen that. I had a gallery for a while, but I brought it home because it was just kind of taking up space. But I like that style. Those are kind of the type of paintings that kind of just go somewhere or don't go somewhere. You're just like, meh. So that probably took me like half an hour or something like that. I don't remember. I've heard people say there is a weighted vest that you can put on your dog that helps them cope with their reaction to the fireworks. Oh, I've heard that too. My dog hates them and barks his head off, thinking someone's attacking the house. Kept having to take him out so he could see all as well. Not even dark here yet this time of year at 11. Or at least where Josh is, because he's west and north of me. Yeah, here it's 11 or so. It's about sunset, I would say, at 11. So yeah, lighting off fireworks at 11, or like no later than 11, would suck here for sure, because it would not be dark. So you could see them, of course, but like not that well. Canada Day, they always have the fireworks, the city fireworks, at the high school in Spruce Grove. There's actually 2 high schools now in Spruce Grove. Well, I guess there always was, but people don't really count the Catholic one as the high school because that's the Catholic one. So they're like, that's the Catholic one. No one ever thinks that you're talking about that school when you say high school. But now there's another high school, which I also think is Catholic. But since it's new, people do say, oh yeah, the new high school. But it's not that new, really. It's been there for like 5 years, maybe longer. I don't know. Okay, with his hair, I'm using like this. I forget what the color is called. Terra Rosa. There's paint over it. Terra Rosa, like this browny red color up in the highlight area. I do have a reference picture, which I can use. I honestly thought I was going to be listening to some podcast while I did this. Usually when I'm doing these on Patreon, I kind of do the host the podcast and such. second here. I think I need to cut this. That needs a little bit of luminol. Right up about here. You know what's hilarious? We were watching maybe Rush Hour. I don't remember what movie we were watching, but you know those shoulder holsters, like this, right? Right? On, oh gosh, I don't think it was Rush Hour, but in Rush Hour, they wear the shoulder. Oh, it was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's what it was. Okay. Terry Crews's character, he wears the shoulder holsters where it's like brown, and then there's like your pistol goes in here or in here, right? Or both. And Ashley didn't realize that that's what they were. And she was like, what's up with these stupid little vests? Hilarious and adorable. I was like, what? What do you mean, little vest? She's like, that, what is that? I'm like, that's a holster. Oh, man, we just cracked up. That was so funny. Yeah, I'm adding some of that same green color of the background. Just kind of thick on the shirt. I want to take away some of the blue, not all of it, but some of it. I think it'll look better if it's just little hints. I got a lot more white with some of that green stuck in here. I forget what I was talking about before. I keep getting kicked out because there's no reception here. Is that me? Is that Mr. Blonde? It is Mr. Blonde. How's your health, bro? Me? Good. Just swam across Hudson's Bay. Michael told me that when I was having a bad day, he would give me an even worse day. And I will never forgive him for that. That guy. Wait, was that you? Or was that a different Michael? I'm being facetious. I actually don't care, but I posted that short where the truck broke down and because the transmission seal blew, and he told me that he would give me a pollution ticket, and I was like, wow, that's kind of shitty to take someone's bad luck and make it worse just because you can. I don't remember if that was him or not. I think it was a Michael. And I was like, what? I can't believe you're saying that to me. I mean, I can't believe it. If he was a cop, of course he would do that. That's what cops do. They make your life miserable. Okay, over in here. Oh, he's wearing a watch. He's wearing a watch. I did not include a watch. Abort mission. We need to put in a watch. He has a little shine of a watch. You can kind of see it. I can see it better in person, but coming through here, you can't really see it. There's like a silvery watch. You know what? I'm going to actually Google Mr. Blonde watch, because maybe it's gold and it just looks kind of silver here. Let me see if I can find some pictures here. Oh, there's an action figure, and it comes with a watch. I'm gonna say that it's silver. And it comes with cigarettes. That's so fun. Sorry, the picture's kind of blurry. That's so fun, though. And this here. Irma! I'm sad. I just saw that he passed away. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm painting him, because I was like, man, I've always wanted to paint him. I've always wanted to paint not necessarily this scene, but a scene. I actually was going to do a painting not too long ago of okay, so you know my behind the scenes series that I only have a couple paintings of. I have the Terminator one, the side view of him with the shotgun, right? And then I have the what's her name? Clampett. Ellie Mae Clampett. Ellie Mae? Yeah, Ellie Mae, right? I have the Ellie Mae Clampett where she's getting like her like makeup touched up. Right? I have those two paintings. Well, I wanted to do another one of Quentin Tarantino, you know, kind of directing. I was thinking about doing this pose because there's a statue of him at the Wax Museum, and I was going to go there, take some pictures at the right angle, and then take, I don't know if there's one of Sam Jackson, but another one of Sam Jackson, and then another one of John Travolta. Or I was just going to somehow hodgepodge a reference photo so I could make a scene of Quentin Tarantino kind of directing Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, in the scene where they I was thinking about doing where they accidentally shoot that guy's head off in the car in in Pulp Fiction, or the one where he's the scene where they're in say what again, mother effer, I dare you, I double dare you. In that scene, I was going to do that because it just kind of would work. And so I like researched as much as I could the like what they were wearing, like what Quentin was wearing that day, because he acted in the movie as well. But I found some pictures of him in that scene, so I know what clothes he was wearing. So I could have all of that kind of information. It's a made up what if behind the scenes picture, but it could have happened. I don't know, but I was going to do that scene there, or a made up scene of that, of him going like, oh, what you should do is blah blah blah. Right? You obviously use your imagination and figure out yourself what's going on. But I ended up not doing that picture. I was going to do that for my last show, but I didn't have time. But reason why I bring that up is Michael Madsen was offered the role of what's John Travolta's character's name again? Tommy? No, it's not Tommy, is it? I forget what his name is. Sam Jackson is his Jules, though. Yeah, anyway. So instead of painting that picture, I wanted to paint this picture because he passed away, and I don't know. I kind of missed out on painting this. I also have a Kill Bill picture in mind that I've been thinking about for years, and I just haven't gotten to it. You know, sometimes these ideas, they just stick with you. They don't go away, but you don't do them for whatever reason. I don't know why. I finally started working on my Andy Warhol series, right? But like just barely. So many different ideas. And then I started a new series called Impressions, which if you're on my Patreon, you've seen that. But I'll release that when I have more, a collection of them. I just did one. I'll do several more. Yeah. You know? Guitar Missy, hello, Irma. Irma is a collector of mine. Thank you for being here. She got the heart painting. Who else is here? Ashley thought they were making a fashion statement. Isn't that hilarious? Ellie Mae Clampett, thank you. Anne, hello, Anne from Ontario. Cool room to hang out, YouTube room. What, in here? Oh, it's kind of messy. Or in here, in the video, in here, in this. Vincent, yes, that was his name. Why did I think Tommy? Is there Tommy in that movie? Yeah, Vincent. Vincent. I just watched Pulp Fiction day before yesterday. HTG. Hit the glebe. What does HTG mean? Have that gone. Jeez. I don't know what HTG means. Hector takes God. I can't guess what that HTG. Had the gas. Hit the gas. Ham, tomato, gastrointestinal. I have no idea. I have Andy Warhol Converse. So do I. I have the tomato soup ones. I love it. Everybody loves that painting, Josh. Good, I'm glad. Van says, good morning. There's a fly in here. Honest to God. Ah, that's what it means. I was close when I said, what did I say? Hector takes God. See? Close. Close. Amy, hello. Hope you're doing good. No Tommy in Pulp Fiction. Well, thanks for looking that up. My sister absolutely loved the prints of Edward Scissorhands and Tom Petty. Josh, they were special because you also signed them. Excellent. I'm glad they liked them. The Edward Scissorhands, one of my favorite paintings that I've done. I like doing that kind of like that scene. Hold on. Just gotta crack my back. You ever get like that little crick in your back and you're like, if I just move my shoulder just right, it'll... What I'm trying to do right now. Anyways, that scene at the end of the movie where it's snowing and he's just up in his freaking castle and the girl is just like, oh, I'm old now and I missed out on the love of my life who was a robot with scissor hands. You're just like, how is this sad? Why is this sad? This is a robot and an old lady. Like, they don't belong together. He's not real. But somehow your mind goes like, it doesn't matter if it's real. It's sad. But anyways, I painted that picture with like the snow in there and like, that's one of my favorites. I like doing that where I add in the marker and stuff. I don't know why. That's one of my favorite things to do. I did that with, I'm doing that with this Andy Warhol piece. And I did it with like that. You guys remember that car that I did? That Ford Rat Rod car? I did that. That was a collaboration I did with my friend Chris, Day One, which I haven't seen him in a long time. Haters to gaming. HTG. This is how Lewis says hello. He says, Hellas. Hellos. He's all the way from Puerto Rico. Okay, so I think it's a silver watch. So I'm going to use white, and I'm going to use a little bit of black. We're going to mix that up like so. It's just a light gray. I think we're going to go a little bit more white. And we're going to go like that. Yeah, so it's even lighter gray, like this. And then we're going to stick that right. I'm going to get rid of some of this. I have some yellow mixed in this white here for his shirts, but I'll probably add a little bit of white to it as well. Okay, so we got light gray. Now we got some darker light gray. Let me see what is the kind of. Okay, so it's kind of shiny right there, darker right here. Let me get some more black. Okay, something like that. So we'll go here. And then some actual black back here. See, with the finger painting, you gotta. Oh, you know what? I think I made his hand too short. I think I need to make his hand a little bit longer. Let's see. So this arm. Yeah. I might have the angles just a little off, but that's okay. That's okay. He's moving in this picture. Okay, so you know what? I will make his hand a little bit bigger. I made it kind of short. I made it a little stubby. So let's go a little bit out. And then that way the watch won't make it look like it's coming down too far onto his hand rather than sitting up on his wrist. Gosh, do you know if Dakota fixed his computer yet? He's trying to plan my Monday night. I have no idea. Yeah, he did break it though. He was doing so weird thing about Dakota is every so often, I don't know if this is what happened to his computer. He'll hear like a and he's like, "Oh shit, that's a mouse. I should catch the mouse." And then it was in his computer, and rather than take the computer, bring it outside, and shake it out, what did he do? Is he just blocked it in there, and then left it. But mice eat wires, so every once in a while, Dakota has this. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's actually what happened. Like it might be something else. Every once in a while, he has these dumb ideas that because because something can't necessarily change, nothing will go wrong. But definitely something went wrong. But it could be that wasn't it. He might have left it out. He might have took it out, like got it out of there. So it might be something else. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going a little bit longer here. This is very blurry, so it's kind of hard for me to see. So I kind of have to like just make up in my mind what it should look like. Oftentimes when I'm doing this, I'll make my own reference photo where I'll take a picture of me holding something similar. Or I can even go like this. He's holding it loose. Not so scared, I almost fall off my chair. Yeah, so I think that's good. That must be the mouse that powers his Wi-Fi. Too much herb, right? Karen says, just Google Reservoir Dogs and read the synopsis. Yeah, no way I could watch it. Too violent. It's not that violent. I mean, it is, but it isn't, right? They don't. Of course, I haven't seen it in a while now, so I can't remember everything. It's more so implied. It's just good storytelling is why I would recommend it. It's good storytelling. Yeah, there I think his hand is a little bit more the right size. So. Again, I suck at hands. I suck at hands and I suck at hands. I hate doing hands so much. I'm just not good at them in the least. So there's so many details in there. Someone sent me a book. I can't remember who you are, so forgive me, on how to draw hands. But man, I am trash at them. Okay. Okay. Now his shirt is kind of baggy and it like sits on his hands, like kind of just like boop. So I think I have this right. I think. So let's go like this. Here it's kind of that. And then that there. And then like that there. Okay. I want to go bright white, kind of to make these like shapes, if you will. These like flowy, like. And I'm going thick, so we got some texture. We got something to write home about. That doesn't make sense, but I don't care. We want them thick. Yeah, like that. Like that. And then I have this line here, probably good, I think. And then this, I have this that needs to come down like this. Something like that. And then that is like that. I do not know if he is keeping it. What? Jack found the kit in the new home. Ah, he did. Now, if I could get him to do an Eddie Vedder painting. You could get me to. Did you commission that? And then I forgot? I would totally do that. I wish that he had a cooler look to him. He looks kind of, I don't know, like a hermit. Hold on, am I remembering Eddie Vedder? Right? Doesn't he look kind of like a hermit? Hold on, what's that song? I really like that song. Wait, is that the song? I really like that song. Hold on. Hold the phone. For some reason I'm not. What's his band called again? Let me see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this guy. Gosh. What's that freaking song? The song that. Hold on a second. Dakota just texted me. He just texted me some random lyrics. He says, "Money, money, money. Now the skies are sunny. Ain't got no more worries because I'm in the money." That was the song. I mean, that's probably a song, right? But we sang that in school choir. I wasn't in the extracurricular choir, but I had to take choir in music class or whatever. Dude, that's so funny. I'm going to ask him, hey, is your computer fixed? And while he's answering that, let's continue. What is his band called? Eddie Vedder. She lies and says she's in love with him. Can't find a better man. Isn't he in that band? Gosh darn it. Hold on. Why don't I just look it up? Eddie Vedder Band. Pearl Jam! Pearl Jam! Yes. Pearl Jam. What's that? Okay, that song is by Big Wreck. Why did I think that was Eddie Vedder? I really like this song though. That's funny. I really like that song. That's called That Song. Okay. Dakota says Dakota has not got it fixed yet, but he should be taking it in today. I've been busy working. I couldn't take it on the business hours. Okay. Folks are asking me on the tubes. Oops. The chat is just here, Martha, so it doesn't look like he's talking to himself. Why not look at the chat when you ask the question? I guess because I'm asking myself sometimes. That would have been helpful, huh? Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam, yeah. I'm working on a painting of a charging bull. Snout nose is killing me. Ah! Coincidentally, Renee, the people who got the kitten just recently had one stolen. Stolen by Dakota. I hide hands behind objects or scenery. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. A lot of Unreal stories are sad. Yeah, the freaking Edward Scissorhands. You're like, why are you bullying this guy? He just has scissors for hands. Like, give him a break. Imagine you had scissors for hands and you couldn't touch anything without slicing them up. By the way, what is some of your guys' favorite directors? You know? I really like Edward Scissorhands. I like. Did he do Sleepy Hollow too? I know that. Johnny Depp did it. Is that a Tim Burton film? I think it is, right? I like Sweeney Todd. Nightmare Before Christmas. Found out that that's not really a Tim Burton film, but like, what the heck? Yes, it is. Like, how is it not? That looks exactly like Tim Burton. Whoops, that went exactly the wrong place. Put a little more blue there. Just in your huff and paint. Okay, I think I like the size of his hand now. I only extended it like this much, but like it makes all the difference. So let's get the handle of the razor blade. I put it up here, so now I have to put it down here, I think. So I'll actually, although that part is dark on his hand already, so I think that's fine. So what I'll do, I'll darken all of this. And then it comes out like right. I think that has to come out a little bit further, the handle. and then it has to come out here, I think. I might have it kind of the wrong angle, which sucks because I don't want to redo this. Okay, let's okay. And in this shot, it's all blackened out, but I'm going to put a little bit of a like when a cartoon character pulls a sword. Put a little okay. Stuck here in the middle with you. Yeah, dude, that's totally it. That's totally it. I should have probably recorded that. So let me do this. Take a little bit of white. And then we're gonna, actually what I'll do is I'll do this. It'll look like, won't matter that I'm not really doing anything. Yeah. And then I'll do this. I definitely need to work on his face. I definitely need to work on his face. What do you guys think? Face is a little lacking. His ear looks like it's just like someone like took off Vincent van Gogh's ear and put it on there. Oh, that's actually hilarious. Pun though, because he cuts off another dude's ear. That's what it looks like. He cut off that guy's ear and then put it on his own head. That's so let's go with, I'll kind of mess this all up. I don't want that color really. Okay, got some of this yellow ochre, I think it's called. Got some of this white, and I think I want a little bit of red. We have a little bit of red right here. Just fart some of that out right there. And then that way I'll have like a kind of a pinkish, corally type color. I don't even know what to describe the color as really. It's like a pink orange. What color is this color? Robert Zemeckis. Okay. What? I'm for some reason I recognize the name, but I don't know what he's made. Tim Burton for myself. Tim Burton, obviously Quentin Tarantino. Steven Spielberg, the Coen brothers. Oh, there's that crack. Tom Hanks. Ooh, Ben Stiller. But like he hasn't made a lot, at least that I know of. Christopher Nolan. Those are probably my top. Take away Ben Stiller and Tom Hanks, and I think those are my top. Kevin Smith, okay. George Lucas, obviously, yeah. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, directed by Henry Selick and produced by Tim Burton, is an American stop motion film that blends two holidays. Right, but he didn't direct it. He just produced it, and like, there's obviously his flavor on it. All right, Renee. See you later. Enjoy the pool. Oh wait, Dakota just texted me back. Don't leave yet. He said, "Oh, I see." Okay, that's it. I only like Clint Eastwood as a director. He has brought a lot of movies to be filmed in this particular area, but we can't talk to him. RME. Rectile, rectum, milling effect. What does that mean? RME? Really mad energy. Rotten, mean enemy. Rototilling, marshy elements. I have no idea what RME is. Wes Craven, okay. Gotta love shing. Cameron Crowe. I haven't heard of them. Oh, I have to get all the kids at this water park saying, Ronnie. Yeah, you do. That's an inside joke, guys. You had to be there. I'm going to plug you guys in. I'm going to pull this down. It is definitely going to pull you guys down. You guys are at 12%. Hold on, I'm going to put you over here now. You can still see what's going on. There we go. Alfred Hitchcock. Ooh, old school. I don't pay much attention to the director, etc. I often do because then I'll know if I'll like the film. Oh, I just thought of an example where that doesn't apply. Guy Ritchie. Oh, freaking Sword in the Stone one he did. What was that called? Arthur? King Arthur? Wait, what was it? I can't remember. Tim Burton is Renee's favorite. Richard Donner, Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, oh, here we go. Guy Ritchie, John McTiernan, Martin Scorsese. Yes, of course. No, you're right. Better Man is a Roseanne song. Big Wreck for the other song, yeah. Coincidentally, Renee, the people who got the... Oh, I already read that. I'm going too far up. Guy Madden, David Cronenberg. Oh, I know David Cronenberg, but I don't know what he's made. HTM, Rolling My Eyes. Oh, Rolling My Eyes. Ah, you know how to see him? Because he's too good for you. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Back to the Future. Ah, okay. I like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Never saw Back to the Future. Never saw it. People always think that's the weirdest thing. But honestly, I don't think it's a good movie. From what I've seen, it looks kind of lame, honestly. Oh, was that... Oh, I broke this tripod now. What is that, like 100 now? Can you guys still hear me? Well, that's broken. You can hear me? Okay, good. That is the weirdest thing. What's that? That I didn't see it or something else? Okay. We got hands. Oh. Good. Okay. So let's do the face. We need to do like his face. It's really kind of in the dark, you know. So it's kind of hard to even really see what we need to do. Get rid of some of this blood spatter background. This is very blurry, so it's kind of hard to get like sharp detail. I don't know what things are supposed to look like, so I'm just going to guess based off of like what faces look like. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go a little bit. I want to be careful with. I'm gonna go a little bit more red and a little bit more yellow and a little less white right in here. I think, yeah, more like that. I think that's what that calls for. And then up here, do that as well. Often when I'm painting, the faces and the hands have the most paint because I have to keep correcting and moving things around and stuff. And then his ear. I feel like his ear needs to have a division there. So I'm going to go darker in there and then lighter on the outside, which I think I already have light going on for us. Like that, like that. Then that dark area there is fine like that. Anyone else here a painter and you just screw up all the time, so you're like to talk yourself through it? You're like, oh, that goes like that, and then that goes like that, and then that's like that. Like I try obviously to get it right the first time, but it rarely happens. Okay, so that's his ear. His ear's kind of in shadow. It doesn't really matter because there's nothing here that is creating shadows, but there's, you know, we still want to have that proper look. And then he's got his forehead like wrinkleness going on here, which I think is pretty like recognizable to him. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think the scene would tell you who it is maybe before the forehead wrinkles. I don't know. Who am I? I'm just a guy. We're gonna use some of this. This is a Titan buff. And we're gonna just use some of that raw dogging right here. Okay, we got some there. And then right here, by his eye. And I know I wanted to add some texture in here. So let me get a little thick on the ear maybe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dollop it so that I have like a little string. Can you see that? right? And I'm going to try to like swoop that over the ear just so that we have some volume. Again. Take it out of the hair now. And then his like behind his sideburn, it kind of a little bit as well. Right, and this is kind of looser, so it doesn't matter that it's not all perfect. Now his highlights in his hair, on top of the reddish color that I'm going to do, I might do this color too. Let's see if I like that. Okay, I guess. I like it. I like it. But do I? Add a little bit of yellow. See, the conflicting of like the warm colors and the cool colors, sometimes like it's a healthy balance when you know what you're doing, but I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to figure it out here. That needs to be darker in there, so I'm going to go with that kind of greenish, grayish, tannish color. I'm going to put that right there, and then that should give us a good shadow. That looks like it goes down to here. Like that, maybe a little bit. And maybe a little bit in here, and then coming down there like that. And then in here a little bit. Like that. And that, and that. And this goes in here like this. Oops. That was a lot more white than I wanted it to be. Yeah, something like that. And I kind of like how this splatters there like that, so I'm going to leave that. This yellow up here, I kind of like it, but I kind of don't like it at the same time. I don't know. Have you thought about painting your child before it's born? Never thought about that. Glenn, will you come over and paint our front door? Glenn is a painter of doors. I painted out whole sections because I didn't like what I've done. Yeah, dude, that stuff sucks. I'm a painter too. Did my first nude painting yesterday. Yeah, the neighbors weren't happy, but the front door looks great. Glenn, that's great. That's a good joke. That's funny. Jamie says all the time. We have a tendency to make the hands too small, right? That's exactly what I think I did, but now I'm up here. I think I got them good. I always think about like your hand is just slightly smaller than your face. So then I go, if the hand is smaller than the head, then we're all wrong, right? But also here, like his hand is like this, so it's going to be smaller too, right? He's doing this, right? So this all that guessing. I mean, obviously here I can reference other pieces, right? So I can be like, okay, from here to there, I have about 2 hands to the head. Let's see what I have here. 1 hand 2 hands. They were basically there. So let's see if I can be a little more precise. Let me grab a measuring implement here. Below the eye. Just below the hair. So I'm just below the hair. So let's see here. Okay, right at the eye. I'm like at the eye. I think I have my proportions slightly off with his head, but I am happy with it, so I'm going to leave it because I don't want to F it up. But I think we're good. I think we're just slightly off. But we can just say, oh, he's just at a slightly different angle than my picture. This is a video, so it doesn't matter. Let's not get hasty here. Let's have a good time. Let's not throw this painting in the garbage. I'm liking this painting, honestly. I actually really like it. I like the flavor we're going for here. I am going to have to splash this up again with the red. In the movie, it's a violent scene without any violence. Although the one dude, the spoiler alert, if you haven't seen, no, I'm not going to spoil it. Well, if I continue saying any part of this, it will spoil it. So I can't. Shit. It's a good movie, and even though you say you're not going to watch it, maybe just because you watch this, you will watch it, and you'll be like, oh, snap. That's kind of a spoiler already. Damn it. Damn it. I think most people's hands are the size of one side of their face. Try it. Oh, you know what? You're right. You're probably right. Unless you're like Sylvester Stallone. If you see the size of his hands, they're gigantic. Okay. What was I watching yesterday? Oh, I was watching, I think it's called About My Father. And it has Sebastian Maniscalco. I think that's how you say his name. And Robert De Niro. And Robert De Niro's hands look very large. Hector has seen it. I haven't. Go ahead. Martha's saying go ahead and spoil it. The difference between a painter and an artist? A painter, in my opinion, are we asking for my opinion or are we asking for like an academic answer? My opinion between a painter and an artist maybe is an artist? What is the difference? A painter, someone who's just a painter? But a painter is an artist. Okay, but what makes a painter an artist? I think, and I could be wrong, but I think it is the how would you say that? The pursuit of, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. You know what? I don't know how to answer that question. Being an artist is like you know, I don't know how to answer that, Mike. That's a good question, though. I like that question. I'm finding it difficult to follow along with this painting lesson. Mine looks nothing like that. That's so funny. Karen says, you won't spoil it for me. I know for certain I'll never watch it. Well, I hope you do watch it. Mary, hello. To hear some of them say it's having the degree that makes one an artist. No. Having a degree in art does not make you an artist. It probably makes you less of an artist than someone who just you know, sets out to do. Not that having the degree in art makes you not an artist. It certainly doesn't. Having the technical know-how to make a picture, like I don't have that. I just have I know what this picture looks like, and I want to paint something that kind of looks like that. Obviously, the background looks nothing like that, right? But like the figure, he has that dance going on. That's what I'm trying to capture, right? Oh, I should probably add some color to this hand. Now, being able to do that with like some sort of technical proficiency doesn't mean that you're an artist just because you know how to make something, do something. You know what I mean? Being able to swing a hammer and hit a nail without missing does not make you a framer. But then again, that implies that experience makes you the framer, and that does not. That's not. That's not. It doesn't go. It doesn't translate well. Art is something that connects to like the soul, if you will, as corny as that sounds. And being a framer, that doesn't really connect to the soul. Even if you really enjoy it and you're really good at it and you really have like some sort of passion for it, I would say that connects more to the art of framing rather than the building of a structure. I think it has something to do with the soul, whether or not you believe in a soul, like in a religious sense or not. I think everyone has it regardless. The truth is the truth whether you believe in it or not. I think art comes from the soul, whereas being a painter can just come from technical know-how or even just interest. You might be, oh, I want to paint a picture, so I'm going to paint a picture. Whereas being an artist is like, it's like almost like a calling, if you will. It's almost like a what is it? It's almost like a frick, I don't know. It's like a I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. It's like what was there before the Big Bang? Or what happened? Who was there before God? Who made God? Like, you can't answer it. Perhaps there is an answer, and I'm just not very good at giving the answer, Perhaps there's a great answer, and I will adopt the same explanation at some point, but I don't know what it is. I one time answered that question, what is art, on Landon's, some of you know Landon's YouTube channel, and I gave such a good answer by accident. I didn't even mean to, but it was so good. And then he wasn't recording. And I was like, well, I'll never be able to say that again. He was like, yeah. I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know what to say at all. God has always been and will always be. Right. But the concept of eternity is a difficult one to justify in the mind. It's just like, what do you mean? There is no before. I always think of it this way. The concept of before was the concept of there being a before comes from like the human condition. Like, you must know how something starts. And then when you know how that starts, you're like, well, what came before that? Like, you can't justify it in your mind. Like, as much you try to rectify that like missing link, you can't, because you can't comprehend it because you are finite, whereas God is like eternal. He just doesn't And I one time had I had a what I thought was an interesting explanation to that, and I forget what it is now. I used like a metaphor of some sort. I can't remember what it is now, unfortunately. Dave, what's going on, Dave? An artist behind a camera is different than anyone taking a photograph. That's right as well. Ronnie. Someone said it is art if it makes you think. I kind of agree with that. I also think like basically you can think about anything. It doesn't make it art. But you know, art is subjective too, right? So an artist has to create. Waking at 3 a.m. with an idea you have to do. Sure, that could be a consequence of being an artist, but is that what an artist is? You know what I mean? Like artist is like it's like a it's like okay, I'm an artist. I have hands, I have feet, I have a nose. Does that make me human? Because I have hands, feet, and a nose, and like a circulatory system, and a brain, and eyeballs. Like when someone asks, like, what is a human? Like, you just describe like features. And I feel like artists, whatever that ness is like that's a feature. It's a feature of like a feature. Not everyone has it, but a lot of people do. And some people who don't know they have it, and some people who think they have it don't have it. You know, I have a hard time with this one person who creates art. Doesn't really create art. I mean, they do. Like they create pictures. And I'm not going to say who they are because I don't want to shit on them, but I'm going to shit on them anonymously. They create the most, not the most, there's definitely worse, but you can just tell they're not artists. I don't know how to describe it. Just when you see their work, you're like, no, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. And I think they're not convinced too. I think they know they're not an artist. I think they just make pictures that are not bad necessarily. They just lack something. And I don't know if that's just me being a dickhead or I'm right. Like I've never been like, hey, what do you think about this person's art? It's not good, right? Like I don't do that necessarily. Sometimes I do that, but it just depends on who I'm talking to. I don't know. I think being an artist is like a attribute. Attribute? That's the wrong word. It's a Is it a function? That's wrong too. I think it's maybe it's an ability, but I think it's deeper than that. Okay, like psychics are not real, but let's pretend they are. Psychics have an ability to do something. They have like a calling to do it almost. That's the you have to at 3 a.m. That who was that? Who said that? Jamie? Yeah, Jamie said that, right? I think like a psychic, if you can suspend your disbelief for a minute and pretend they're real. Some of you definitely think they're real, and that's fine. They're not, but let's pretend they are. They have that something. They have that quality that other people don't have. It's almost like that. It's messy. I don't know how to. I don't know. I really don't know how to describe it. I don't know what my opinion. Like I know what my opinion is, but I don't know how to describe my opinion. I have no clue how to say it, and maybe I've tried to before, and it's been a little more. It's been easier to follow than this time, but I don't know. Okay. I feel like the yellow in his hair actually does not work now that I just looked at it suddenly here. I'm going to take that out a little bit. Ooh, actually, I like it like that. Oh, I like it like that now. Okay, I just needed to adjust a little bit, try to wipe it off, and then suddenly I'm like, oh, okay. I think I need to, let's see what the battery is here. 14%. Wow, I only went up 2%. Just gonna go like this. This phone is dying too, so. But I think we'll wrap it up here. That's the wrong color. What the heck? What happened? That's banana cream pie. Oops. And it also has a little titch right there. And then that actually goes in like that. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. So again, I'm going to have a video coming out that kind of shows this whole process. You obviously saw like the real time process where it's like slowed down quite a bit. This video is probably going to be like 5 minutes or something. Whereas we've been on here for how long have we been on here for? This says 2 hours and 14 minutes ish. I'm going to release it as I always do on Patreon first. If you would like to support me on Patreon, I would super appreciate it. We have a cool. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do with it just yet, but we're working on this build of the month right now. I'll show it to you before we go. What time is it? 1. Okay, let's see. Did I get a text yet? Dakota says I'm bringing it in as we speak. So hopefully on Monday he'll be able to do his Monday Madness show. If you're not subscribed to my brother, please consider checking him out. He's a lot of fun. Ooh, you know what I could have done right here? I think this will help a lot with the look. Yeah, because then it goes into there. I think I need to go dark, maybe black. I'll go black right here like this. That will help me. I'm going to rectify the shape of his head a little bit. I was like, yeah, something looks a little off. Remember when I said that I definitely have to work on his face? I think having that in there. Yes. Yes, definitely. And then if I make this a little bit darker, I'll go deeper in. I'll add a little bit of black to that so it's got some gray. Maybe a little bit of this color here. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, we'll go like this. And I think, sometimes I think I'm going to take a break and then I'm like, you know what? Here, I found something else. See, if I didn't put that little black there, I wouldn't have. I mean, it's very obvious right here on my reference, but for some reason I just wasn't getting it. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And now, if I take a break now, I'll definitely regret it because I'll lose the mojo. Oh, mojo. If you can come up with an idea of what mojo is in your mind, that's kind of like a, you know, mojo is obviously, I think, just a made up word, but yeah, being an artist, it's like a mojo, right? It's like a gift. Sounds stupid because anyone can become an artist, just not everyone is an artist. Okay, I have to wait for that to dry for a quick second so that I don't mix the next little batch into it. Mojo to me is a penny candy from my youth. Okay. Yep, makes it look more accurate. Yeah, you think so? Oh, from that angle, it's kind of harder to see. Let's bring you up here for a quick second. You're seeing it backwards, by the way. You're seeing it mirrored because YouTube is like that. So let's turn this around. Right? So I'm liking it. I got to do a little bit of work up here, I think, and then in here, I'm going to fix that up a little bit. Yeah. Hello, Jules. Hello, Sunflower. Daryl, hello. Thea Green, hello. I love art and I love to paint, but I'm stuck at the moment. Is it a calling? It is a calling, in my opinion. Yeah, it could be a calling, of course. Of course. Some people have, I don't know, they attach like a deeper meaning to what they do, whether they do it for a living or as a hobby or as a pastime, whatever. Storytelling, this is Glenn says, storytelling is essential to being an artist through any particular medium. Yes? How is that a pun? I'm just kidding. I think so, Glenn. I think so. Jim says, I used to feel uncomfortable being called an artist. I still do, but I'm old enough I don't care anymore what people say I am. Jim, you're a dickhead. I'm obviously kidding. I don't think that at all. But you're old enough to not care. No, Jim, you're definitely an artist. See, that's another thing. That's another thing. Not everybody, or did I say this already? Not everybody knows they're an artist. See, it doesn't matter necessarily what you think you are, right? I used to not call myself an artist either. I just said, oh, I paint, therefore I'm an artist. But then as I figured out what I'm doing, no, I'm freaking awesome. Oh shit, did we buffer there for a second? Did we buffer? The painter covers up a space, that artist brings the space to life. Misty's Adventures. Hello, Misty. Put it in here for a second. Lewis says we didn't buffer. Okay, back to Jim. Jim. Yeah, are you leaving this video up? I'd like to watch. I am going to leave it up, yeah. And ours. Oh, wait, just a bit here, yeah. Hello, Blue Daisy. Yeah, not everyone knows they're an artist, right? I was saying I used to not really say that I was an artist, although I kind of always said I was an artist because I just made stuff. But as I started thinking about it a little deeper, what it means to be an artist, I used to be a magician, right? I'm looking at my oh man, that is crusty, crunchy. You know what's painted on the floor here? Hilarious. Give me 1 second. Actually, no, I'll just point the camera at it because I don't want to grab it off the shelf there. See below those monkeys there and beside Bert and Ernie, those shoes? That right there is a nail through that shoe. The reason why I have those is because I did this magic trick at Starbucks where I just took that nail and stepped on it and put it through my foot. Now, magic isn't real, so obviously I didn't actually put it through my foot. But the way that I did it is very hard to do and very painful. But it was worth it because of the reactions I was going to get from the folks who just happened to be watching. Okay? And somewhere I have a video of that. I wish that my cameraman had filmed a little bit better. We did it at night. Or, well, not at night, but in the evening when it was dark. And, yeah, at Home Depot was right across the way. Got the nail. And then went up. Didn't necessarily mean to go over to Starbucks. That's just where I was parked. And stepped on it. And, the silence was so good. It was so good. Anyways, I would say magicians can be artists, right? Remember I was saying about framing can be an artist? I think it's it's an element. Artistry is an element. Yeah, and so Jim, even though maybe for some reason you don't see it, I think other people see it. It doesn't matter what you make, right? You're a blacksmith, and you also do some wood stuff and probably other stuff that I don't know about. And the way that you create, Man, it is so hard to. I still don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to say it better or at all. I haven't even said it badly. I've said it so badly, in fact, actually, that I haven't really said anything. I don't know how to say it, what I'm trying to say. Hello, Heather. All painters are artists. I disagree, but not all artists are painters. Artists use many different mediums: sculptors, writers, metalworkers, etc. Oh, there's different mediums to do art, but I don't think that everyone who creates what you might classify as art is. I don't think they're necessarily artists. Like, for example, the people who create these made in China paintings, those people have proficient skills and they make pictures, but I don't necessarily think that's art. You know? But maybe it is. I mean, it's still a picture and it still looks nice. But you're painting 1,000 of the same picture. I don't know. It's probably like closer to like 50 of the same picture. Yeah, it's not good. Bob Ross, was he an artist? He was, even though he painted a bunch of the same picture too. Weird. He would paint it 4 times apparently before he would do the live or the one for TV. And when you stepped on the nail, Alex was there, and that's how you met him. No, that's not. That's not. He was not there. Not for that. I want to buy that one. You want to buy this wall? See, this is art by accident because I created. I don't know how many paintings on this wall. Remember the first painting I did on this wall was before I even painted it white. Was Chief Joseph? Yes, Chief Joseph. I'm pretty sure. Was it? I think so. Gosh, I forget. I don't remember. I think it was Chief Joseph. At some point, I'm going to cut squares out of these and then frame them. And then you could have a piece of my wall when we tear this place down. Technician versus creator. Ooh, technician versus artist. Ooh, Jamie. Yeah, man, that's worth at least 10 gummy bears. That is a good. I like that. You said technician versus what? Creator. I think technician versus artist is more on the nose. Yeah, technician. Technician. One knows how to do something. One feels how to do something, even if they suck at it. Even if they suck at it, they feel it. It's like a feeling almost. Like a I don't know. Like when people have like that like I've worked with many contractors before. Many. And sometimes you are just so like what with some people because they just suck. Not that they suck at their job necessarily, but they just suck. They're just like they just do the job with very little care on how it's done. Even if it's done well. You can just tell they're not, they should have done something else. Even though they're still decent at what they're doing. It's just like sometimes you can, but then you have other people who are, and I'm just gonna use this as an example. There's many ways it could come out, it could manifest, but like you'll see some people who go, I don't know what stage we're at. Let's say for me, I mostly did framing, drywall, and taping. Okay. So let's say we're doing drywall, for example. Okay, drywall is very boring. Why I pick drywall? Very boring and it's not fun to do, and it's heavy and it sucks when things break and you gotta do stuff overhead. And you gotta do stuff in precarious positions sometimes. Same with framing, same with taping, same with a bunch of other trades as well. But drywall is just one of the ones that just sucks. The sheets are so big. You gotta like bring them into different doorways and stuff, right? So knowing it sucks and then doing it Man, I cannot describe what I'm trying to describe. There's just a certain way that some borders you can tell they're like an artist. They have like this ability to put like some personality into it somehow. It's it's weird. And like that is an artist. Even though it's just drywall and it's gonna get covered up with paint. You know, they just have like this air, you know? Like I often say that ness, that, you know, sweetness, that kindness, that bleakness, that, you know, the ness. I don't know what is it called in English where you have the like kindness. What's the first word called? What is that concept called? I forget. But the ness, they don't have the ness, or they do have the ness. They have the vibe, or they don't have the vibe. You know, finesse. Ooh, finesse. Yeah, but that's not what I'm asking. Craftsman, sure. I like Glenn is a comedic artist. In other hands, comedy can be dangerous. Sure, comedy is one of the best forms of art there ever was. It's just so good for you. Whether you like everyone's comedy or not, it's like obviously up to you. But Glenn, he tells lame jokes, and lame jokes are some of my favorites. Like I've said this many times, but one of my favorite comedians, maybe even my actual favorite comedian, is Norm Macdonald. He's just so funny. How he's not funny. You know, he is funny all the time, but sometimes he chooses not to be funny, and it's just as funny, or sometimes and oftentimes actually more funny when he's not being funny. And I don't know what it is. It's just he's just a genius. That's the art. Whereas there can be other people who tell jokes that are even funny, but you know, it just lacks something. They don't do it as an art. They just do it as a thing. Like they're just telling jokes. You know, it just doesn't work. An artist friend said you start school and they make you draw within the lines. You get to university and they get you to draw outside the lines. Yeah? Your entire house. My landlord puts in a door. You create an entry. A feeling. Ah, Jamie. Beautiful. That's so I like that. A man who works with his hands is a laborer. A man who works with his hands and his head is a craftsman. A man who works with his hands, his head, and his heart is an artist. That's a quote from St. Francis. Ooh, I like that. I like that. See that? Now we're getting closer to an answer there. I like that. Okay, we can get back to this here. I like that, Jimmy. Yeah. Who posed this question in the first place? I don't even remember. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, there we go. See, now it layers on top, which I like that effect. I don't know how to describe it, but when it's wet, it'll kind of like blend together, and I'm trying to get this color to go on top of it so it kind of looks like layers that are kind of, it's kind of hard to describe, but like I want it to like, I don't know, it creates some depth, but like wrong, but like right for this kind of painting. And he has this cheek that goes in like this. And this goes like that. And then what do we have up here? We have a little bit up here. And I think, oops. Yes, I like that. Okay. Now his mouth is like he's singing in this picture, in this scene. He's kind of like more well, he is singing, but he's like more so like, you know, the song's on in the background and he's kind of like singing along, but kind of not. Same time, he's kind of like mouthing the words, but out loud. If that makes sense. He's mouthing the words out loud. This is a little bit too small for my fingers, but this is the only canvas that I had that would work. What I like to do is I like to get it like bloopy on the top of my finger so that it'll, you know. Let me get a little shot of me working on this. What was I doing? Oh yeah, here. Yeah. Heck yeah. And then his mouth is like that, and there's like a little bit of, whoops, that spelled too much. And his chin is like that, and then it kind of goes up like that. So I think I actually need to come up a little bit with that gray, which I'll do like this. Just a touch. Just a touch. Touch in the morning. I think I went a little dark. So let's lighten her up. Lighten up. Lighten up once again. Yeah, there we go. I like that. And then this comes down like this. That, and that's his shoulder, and he's like, and I think what I'll do, actually, right there, I'll get a little bit of black. There's no black in the actual reference, but just to divide that a little bit. Yeah, just like that. And I think I'll do the same thing right here. Just to add a little bit of Norm, moth joke, impish grin, Canadian. I don't know what art is, but I know some things it isn't when I see them. Said by Georgia O'Keeffe. Who's that? I recognize that name, but I can't place who that is. That's a nice thing though. That's a nice quote. Only an artist would use a bloopy in an actual sentence. I always remember that scene from RD, Reservoir Dogs. The way Tarantino plays with you on the last shot. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. What was her name? O'Keeffe. O'Keeffe. I forget what her first name was. Georgia O'Keeffe. Georgia O'Keeffe. Georgia O'Keeffe. Images. Oh, her. Yes. Okay, I've seen her. I am not at all a fan of her work, but I would not necessarily say it's bad. It's not bad. I just don't like it. I'm sure I would like a picture of hers. I just don't know which ones. But I've definitely seen this before. Yes. Okay. Karaoke was cool. Traveled around Santa Fe and understood the atmosphere in her work much more. Hmm. She painted a lot of flowers that look like lady parts. Ah, like elbows and eyebrows and such. Is that what you mean? Okay. Okay. I'm going to go a little lighter right there. So, and that way he won't look like he kind of has like he's a little more chunkier, so he does have like a double chin, but like not really in this shot. So I'm gonna take some of that bulk away a little bit there. This double chin starts right here. I can see it, but I want it to look a little more like fluid, if you will, rather than like interrupt. Because here it doesn't like doesn't look like he's choking on a toad. So I need to go like that, maybe like that. I get that to dry. And then I think this part here, if that goes up like that, that'll be smaller, and then that'll look a little better to go there. Then this. That's like his lips. And maybe I'll make that a little bit bigger. Let's go back to black. And we'll go like this. Like that. Aha! Yes. And then this can come down like this. And that will give that shape. So that's his nose. And to his lip, that comes down like this. And then that turns into his lips. And that goes like that. Need a little bit more. Yeah, this will go like this. And then that is his cheekbone. That comes up to his nose. And this, I'm actually going to make this darker in here. Because if I have this all black and then this is shaded with like this purpley brown color, it doesn't really, I think it doesn't work. When his neck goes into his shirt collar like that. I'll make that a little bit more. Like that. Yes, I like that. And then that, I'll go up like that. Yeah, dude. Okay. I think that is good. I think. Is it good? And his eyeball. So as long as his eyeball. Just adding that little black right there. Damn, dude, I like that. Okay. Okay. I think we'll leave it like this for now. I guess I could do his hand down here a little bit. I think we'll leave it more or less like this for now. I'm going to come back to it later, have a look at it, and see how I like it, see if I want to change anything. And here, that's black there, so that's perfect. So then I'll go black here. Like that. Yes. And this, I'll go black here. I just want to make it so there's like some consistency within the within like the type of shading that I'm doing. Again, I lack the technical aspect of painting. I don't know how to, like I don't know what to just, that's one thing that's a positive for sure about art school is like you can learn, figure drawing. This is how the shadows work and blah blah. I don't know how to do that. I'm looking at this reference picture, but it's like it's very blurry. So I'm making things like pop out the way that I wanted to, but since the hands, like I don't know. See you later, Glenn. Well, we're all leaving anyways. I know someone paraphrased Justice Potter Stewart. I think it might have been Monty Python by saying, "I don't know what art is, but I know it when I see it." Ah, I gotta get back to work, but I saw you were live and wanted to stop by and say, "Love you, dude. I'm glad to see you having a good day." Oh, thank you, Blue Daisy. The original quote by the judge was about obscenity, and he said, "I know it when I see it." Ah. I have some O'Keefe-inspired tattoos. The hot dog! Right? God, I thought I heard a duck quacking outside. Then I realized it was a baby crying. I need a... It reminds me one time my friend Sid was over when we were kids. He was over on a sleepover. We're eating dinner. And he's like, "Do you guys have birds?" Because there's like no birds around. He's like looking for them. It was the table squeaking where the legs met the table, like the tabletop, like where it, like bolted in or whatever, you screwed them in. That was like, moving around when you would jiggle the table. So the wood would just go, but like all over the table, right? It's got actually had 5 legs, one in the middle. So it kind of did sound like birds, dude. It was hilarious. Don't forget to show the awesome Patreon. Oh, yes. Okay, that's what we'll end on. Okay, so this is... I'm going to unplug you. I'm going to plug this phone. This is the phone that I'm using to film this. And then this phone here is just... This is my business phone. Okay. So... God damn it, I love this. I'll probably do a little bit more in his face. A little bit. But I like this a lot. I really like this. I'll probably actually fix the shading here. I should have looked at that just a little bit better. I might... You know what? This is going to bug me if I don't do it right now. Give me 1 second. I shouldn't have come down so low there. I should have it lighten up like that. There. I like that better. I still don't like it. Give me a second. Give me a second. There. I'll have to figure out what to do there. I don't know. But I like that a little better. Anyways, so this is the painting. Stay tuned for the paint video. We'll have that out maybe next week or something. Maybe on Wednesday or something. But I'm digging it so far. If you want to see what the Patreon build is, please join my Patreon if you feel like it. We will be doing a giveaway at the end of the month to the tier 3 and above. Just the one person, but everyone gets the equal chance. We just put your names on a spinny wheel, and whoever wins. And I ship it out to you wherever you live on the planet. If you're outside of the planet or Antarctica, I cannot send it out to you. But besides that, I should be able to send it out to you. So this month, we are making this thing, and I am stuck. I don't actually know what to do next. So obviously it's an orca. He's made out of wood. This part here is charred. I blasted it with this. And I melted this broom right here. And I melted that broom a little bit. I should have cleaned up the... I should have cleaned up the sawdust a little better than I did. But I did sweep up a little bit, so... Anyway, and we're trying to figure out what frame goes around it. We had this frame, we had this frame, we had this frame. This frame I almost decided to go with, and then I was like, nah. And then this frame here, and we have several other frames up in here. I don't know if I'm going to go with this or not. I just wanted to see what it looked like within a frame. And then I want to do I don't know what I want to do with the background. we're just kind of deciding. One of the Patreon members, Glow, was like, "Oh, you should make it." What did she say? Blue? I made it blue, and then, or no, I think she said bluish green. So first I did it blue, and then I put green over top of it. So we called it bleen. So we got bleen, the color bleen in here. But I think I might change the background to something else. Amy says, no, not the hot dog. I have some flowers that are in her style. It's bluish green, says Glow. Yeah, right. I just called it bleen. Anyway, I think she also suggested to put a frame around it. Or she said something and then I thought of a frame. I can't remember. Anyway, this is kind of what we're going for this month. Last month we made a box, which is inside, so I can't show it to you. And that was pretty cool. And then the month before that, what was that? It was a hot dog keychain, I think. And the month before that was a chocolate bar. Giant chocolate bar. And the month before that was, I don't remember. There's a few things. Anyways, we give away something every month. And if you don't like the build, you can pick a print, fingerprint, or or 5 open edition prints. If your name is drawn or spun or whatever you call it. Yeah. Oh, we gave away these hot dogs one time. I have 3 left. I have a video coming out about these hot dogs. But if you would like a hot dog, please email me, orderfromjosh@gmail.com. Here's the chocolate bars. I haven't finished them yet because I haven't been able to make the labels yet because we're waiting forever for the freaking paper, the foil paper, to come in from France. It's coming all the way from France, and it's taking forever. Very frustrating, but we're working on that. But that person who won that didn't actually claim it. So if you're on my Patreon in tier 3 or above, make sure that you check to see if you won something. If you don't want the chocolate bar, you can pick something else. Yeah, I made a cane with a sword in it. Not a sword, it was a butter knife in it. But like, whooshing, you can pull a butter knife out to butter your banana bread, and then also walk, assisted by a cane. It had a rabbit's head. I don't know what are the other things that we made. I kind of forget. We've made cutting boards. We made cake knives, I think. We made a mask. Oh, we made a zombie head. Gosh, I don't remember what else, but quite a few other things. So check that out. I don't think we have a moderator here. No, we don't. A spoon tree? Did we do a spoon's eye? Jim says that butter knife sword is awesome. I loved your reaction to my reaction to it. You know, I don't remember that interaction. Remind me. But, oh yeah, we made a spider, a mosquito, several things. Like we make something basically every month. Sometimes I run out of time and we do a giveaway of a print instead of a fingerprint. But yeah. No spoon's eye for Patreon. Okay. Maybe we will do one time. Flower stand for the garden. Oh yeah. Oh, and the cactus sculpture. And a sunflower? I think we made a big sunflower. A life-size sunflower. Yeah, a bunch of different things. The whale looks good. Yeah, the orca. Oh yeah, bird, a perched bird. You said it was the perfect reaction to it when I was laughing. Oh gosh, I wish I remembered. I don't remember. I kind of somewhat remember. Where was this? Were you here? Probably you were here. Okay, well that's it. Jim is having an exhibition coming up. So if you're in Saskatchewan or want to make the trip, go check out his social media. Jim, no, Choke Cherry Forge. I was gonna say Jim the Smith, but no, it's Choke Cherry Forge on Instagram. He's got some stuff going. Oh yeah, sardines. The sardines, of course. We got the freaking sardines. That's one of my favorites. It's so hilarious. Sardines. But this person didn't claim it because they weren't there for some reason. You still have time to claim this, whoever won it. I don't remember who it was, but if you're watching this, please claim it. Man, what a good painting. I like that painting. I don't care who you are. That's a good painting. Yeah. Jim is an exhibitionist. There's an art exhibition coming up in somewhere in Saskatchewan. So if you wanna have a Jim original in your home, go check it out. And then after that, we're gonna make my railing maybe. Yeah. Anyways, okay, guys. Thanks for hanging out all this time. It was fun, and I liked the back and forth here. Perhaps I'll do another one in the future, but for now, that's it. All right. Have a good time, and I'll see you later.